If you want to be the most dangerous and masculine smelling man in the room, these are a few fragrances that you need to wear. Welcome everyone, my name is Dalen. Please hit that subscribe button, and with that, let's get into the video. Supremacy Collector's Edition, one of the best releases from 2024. This is a twist on Aventus Absolu. So you're getting that Aventus DNA, but you're getting a more sweet, fruity pineapple in here, but you're still getting that masculine, kind of mossy, woody DNA that really hits strong. The projection and longevity on this thing is absolutely crazy. So the other day I sprayed some on my hand. 24 hours later, I could still smell it on my hand. I could still smell that Aventus DNA. Now, it wasn't projecting like crazy, but it just shows that this stuff lasts on your skin super well. So Supremacy Collector's Edition for $50 Canadian? I mean, I don't think you're gonna get a better fragrance that smells as good as this with just incredible performance. So this is one of my absolute favorites. It's masculine, it is sexy in my opinion, and it just smells so damn good. We'll always have a bottle of this in my collection. And just so you guys know, all of these will be linked in the description. If you're in the United States, there's a FragFlex link for all of these. And if you're in Canada, there's a FragranceBuy link for all of these. Also, you can save some money on your next Khadlaj order with my discount code. And with that, let's get back to the review. This is Seasons Drift by Riiffs, and this is a dupe of Bleu de Chanel's Lay exclusive. I had the chance to smell the original in store a couple of weeks ago, and I noticed that the original starts off a little more amped with the woody notes and the citruses, but honestly, when the dry down hits, they smell very similar. So this one opens up really sweet. You get some of those woody notes, you get some of those citruses, and it's just gorgeous. If you've smelled the Bleu de Chanel DNA, you kind of know it when you smell it, that citrus woody vibe. And this is really, really nice. Now this can be rocked pretty much year round. You could use this in the winter, you can do it in spring or summer. This is a very versatile scent. The woody notes make it more masculine. There's those amber notes in there too. I would say that longevity and projection are really nice. I get about 8 to 10 hours honestly on my skin, maybe more so on my clothes. I know that when you spray a cologne on your clothes, you're going to smell it more than your skin, but the hoodie that I was wearing the other day, I sprayed this on it about 4 days prior, and I could still smell that DNA. So Seasons Drift by Riiffs, a fantastic release from them. I think it's sexy. I do think it's kind of that sexy, wearable, but masculine scent profile. This doesn't lean unisex. It is more masculine with those woody notes in there, but a fantastic release from these guys. So very, very impressed with this versatile Bleu de Chanel exclusive dupe. Bujairami Mafia Boss. So this is their take on Clive Christian's Blonde Amber. This one is very spicy. Now, when I first smelt it, I didn't like it. I thought that it was way too much in my face. When you start to use it on your skin, when you spend a little bit of time with it, I find that those spices, that amber and that sweetness, it's a very unique combination. This stuff is very strong. As in, just smelling it from right here, I noticed that 10 minutes later, I'm still smelling it in my nose, even though they've never touched. So I am very impressed with this one. This is the definition of like money. It's very sexy, definitely masculine. This is not a unisex or feminine leaning fragrance. It's kind of dark, that gentleman vibe. You have, again, those spices, then you have that amber in there, then you have some sweetness that comes out, great longevity, great projection. You have a pressurized atomizer on it with all of the Bujairami fragrances. Mafia Boss has become one of my favorite date night fragrances. It's not elegant date night, it's like masculine, sexy date night. So if you're gonna dress up and you wanna smell like money, you wanna smell like a masculine, rich man, then you're gonna go for something like Mafia Boss. And for the price, it's only $60 Canadian, cheaper if you're in America because, well, the exchange rate. So Mafia Boss by Bujairami, fantastic date night masculine fragrance, a great dupe of Clive Christian's Blonde Amber. Boss Ball Absolute, I've talked about this one a ton already. This is one of my favorite fragrances in my whole collection. This is a very, very dark masculine scent, very resinous, very ambery. It has incense in there. It opens up very bitter. As soon as you smell it, you're going to get this blast of bitter incense. And at first I really didn't like it. I just thought that it was way too strong. But then when the dry down starts to hit, you're getting this sweet, ambery, masculine dark scent. It's very hard to describe. A lot of people say that this is like niche quality as a designer. So this is my go-to for the winter time. It's the one that I've gotten the most compliments from. The longevity and projection is insane, as in, you know, you're doing 3-4 sprays and you're smelling it on your clothes for days and days and days after, but on your skin, yeah, you're getting that 8 to 12 hours depending on your skin chemistry. But I have been so impressed with Boss Bottle Absolu. This is the definition of a masculine winter and fall signature scent. Very sexy, very nice. Next, we have Lattafa Habik. So this one is one of the craziest bottles. My wife calls it the Vecna bottle because it just looks very goth era, very crazy. This is supposed to be a dupe of a discontinued fragrance, which is JPG's La Male Essence. I didn't smell the original. I actually blind bought this one, and it is very unique. It's very like warm and spicy, aromatic. You have some freshness in there. You have some sandalwood. You have some sweetness as well. It is also a spicy cardamom bomb. Very unique, but honestly, a very like sexy men's fragrance. Very masculine, very, very good performance. It's a really nice scent profile, actually. I'm surprised it didn't get more love, but if you're looking for kind of a unique, warm, spicy, aromatic vibe, maybe you really liked the original, this is supposed to be a great dupe of it. And since, well, there's not a lot of dupes of it on the market, this is probably going to be your best bet. If you're looking for that kind of thing and you want one of the coolest looking bottles there is, then Lattafa Habik is a fantastic, masculine, also sexy fragrance. My wife actually really likes this one. She always tells me that I smell good when I'm wearing it. So Riffaqat Adorn, this is one that I've talked about on this channel. This is a dupe of YSL Tuxedo, a very sexy, ambery, kind of earthy, patchouli, warm, spicy kind of vibe. This is like the definition of a tuxedo wearing person, hence the name for the original YSL Tuxedo. So this is a absolutely sexy fragrance, very masculine. This is not unisex at all. It's earthy, patchouli. It's kind of in your face. This one has actually pretty good longevity and sillage, so you're getting a solid 7 to 8 hours depending. I find that either I go nose blind to it really quickly or it just doesn't work super good with my skin chemistry, but I found that with all of the dupes of YSL Tuxedo. But this one, for the price, I think it was 35 Canadian dollars for this. You're getting a very like elegant, sophisticated, but very manly, sexy fragrance. When you think of somebody wearing a tuxedo, going to an event, going to a party, you honestly, like when you smell it, you're like, yeah, I see why they named it Tuxedo. This one, definitely get your nose on the original, get a sample of it, because it just is a very different DNA and it might be too much. It's not like a mass appealing scent. You smell very sexy when you're wearing it, but some people just don't like the DNA. But I love it. So Riffaqat Adorn, a great dupe of YSL Tuxedo, and for the price, I think it's the best value one on this table. Khadlaj Shiyaaka Shadow. So this is a dupe of Bad Boy Cobalt. So this is a very blue, fresh shower gel kind of scent, kind of barbershoppy. You're getting some amber, you're getting some woody notes, you're getting some moss in there. But this is a very like nice mass appealing scent profile. Isn't necessarily the most sexy, but I think it's a really nice masculine scent profile. It's not feminine leaning, it's not unisex. It's definitely masculine thanks to like those ambery woody notes and that moss in there. But it is a very nice scent profile. If you smelt the original Cobalt, this is a great dupe of it. The only issue is the longevity and the projection isn't the best. So we're talking like that 7-hour mark, which is a little bit disappointing because if that was better, this would make it like a 10 out of 10 for me. But honestly, this is a solid one for the price. Very impressed with what Khadlaj has been doing with their fragrances. But Khadlaj Shiyaaka Shadow, if you're looking for a nice masculine blue, like clean scent profile that's like mass appealing, then Shiyaaka Shadow is really, really nice and a great dupe and great value for the price. Now, some of you might think that this is redundant because this is Asad Elixir and it's supposed to be a dupe of Boss Bottle Absolu. Now, I don't think that this is a one-to-one at all. I think that this is more like a Frankenstein of the two. So you're taking like Boss Bottle Absolu and then you're combining it with the original Asad, which is that Dior Sauvage Elixir DNA, which is very like fresh, spicy, peppery. It's a nice scent profile. I actually really like it. I know some people hate it, but that's what this fragrance kind of is. It's like a mashup of those two fragrances coming together. So you're still getting that ambery like sweetness from Bosbal Absolute, but you're also getting like the freshness from the original Asad, that Dior Sauvage Elixir DNA. And I think it actually makes it more mass appealing. Like this is very masculine, very like sexy in my opinion, but it also makes it kind of harder to wear. Some people aren't gonna like it. It's gonna be a little too much. Whereas Asad Elixir is just a little bit more mass appealing. You're still getting that, but you're just getting that little fresh, spicy add-on, which again, just makes it a little more mass appealing. Some people are gonna like that more. Projection longevity on this guy was really impressed. So yeah, I'm getting like 8 to 10 hours on clothes and skin. Really, really solid. Sprayed at the beginning of the day a couple of times, and then by the end of the day, I'm still smelling it. Of course, not as strong because it's not gonna be as strong as when you first spray it, but I'm still smelling it. And then after that 10-hour mark, then it starts to really fade down to that skin scent. Everybody's skin chemistry is gonna be a little bit different, but I think it's a fantastic Frankenstein of Bosbal Absolute and Asad. So if you're looking for this, but a little bit more mass appealing and cheaper, Asad Elixir is a really solid pickup and a great release from 2025. Now, this is one of the craziest releases as far as a bottle goes, which is His Confessions by Lattafa. This one is a very, very sexy fragrance. Now, I don't think it's as masculine as like Bosbal Absolute or like Mafia Boss. This one has a lot of like iris in it. It's kind of lipsticky, a little more powdery, and some guys don't like that scent profile. Some of them don't like the Dior Homme Intense, the Givenchy Gentleman's. That's the kind of vibe you're gonna get from this. But in my opinion, it's incredibly sexy. It doesn't have the craziest projection, but it's a scent that when you're on a date, if your girl smells you with this, she's definitely going to be leaning in a little closer. It is just such a nice, warm, kind of like sweet, ambery, little bit of spiciness in there, but then you have that iris and that powdery vibe. This one is very sexy. This is a fantastic date night fragrance. So if you're looking for something kind of specifically for date nights, then you're probably gonna wanna go for this. This is more like close quarters. You're just trying to get her to smell you, and that's what you'd be wearing is His Confessions by Lattafa. Very, very sexy fragrance. And last on our list, we have Muharib by Maison Asrar. This is their take on Xerjoff Naxos, which is one of the most popular niche fragrances to ever exist. So you have honey, you have some tobacco, you have some lavender in there, and you have some citruses as well. This is sexy. I think this is a gorgeous scent profile. Some people unfortunately don't like the Naxos DNA, but I personally think it is fantastic. I think that this dupe of it is really nice. Now, I know there's a ton of them on the market and probably any of them will do. This is just the one that I like personally. I think that Maison Asrar did a great job. They have really cool presentation. I'm getting great longevity out of this, as in like that 8-hour mark or so. But again, that's after maceration. But Muharib is a very nice scent profile. Again, you're getting some of those tobacco notes. You're getting some honey. You're getting some of that sweetness. There's some wood notes in it, but then you're also getting some citruses too. And my girl loves this one. She thinks that it's very sexy, and I do think that this is a sexy fragrance for a man to wear. I wouldn't exactly say that it's unisex or feminine at all, but surprisingly, my mom came over the other day and she smelt it and sprayed it all over herself and said that it just smelled so good. So take that as you will. Just a very nice tobacco honey fragrance. I think they're sexy and I think they're masculine because of those tobacco notes. So Muharib by Maison Asrar. These are my favorite, like sexy, kind of masculine vibes. Any of these are fantastic. Make sure you get your nose on them. Don't blind buy them because, well, you might get stuck with a bottle that you don't like. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this list of the sexiest men's fragrances. In my opinion, these are masculine. I think they're sexy. I just think that they're nice fragrances to have in your collection. And you can find all the links in the description below. You can save some money with Khadlaj, get that 10% off if you want to get that Shiyaaka shadow. But otherwise, all of these will be linked. If you're in the United States, you can use the FragFlex link. If you're in Canada, you can use the FragranceBuy link. So check it out. It helps me with the channel, and we will see you guys in the next video.